losing conference by 1 point last year, it stung pretty bad. There were probably 20 different ways we should have won that meet. We knew we were the better team going in, and I'm firm that we were the better team, although we didn't come away with the trophy. We have a great team back this year. So, of course, that is the men's focus, is winning that conference team title. They've let that go last year. I mean, not that we don't still remember it, but we're not harboring it. We're not on a mission to rewind the clock and make that happen again, but we're looking forward to the future, and we know we've got a great group back and a great group of young people in that are going to help us make that happen.
I mean, that's the end goal every year, at the end of the season, win the conference. That's all we've talked about since last year. I mean, I know talking to the sprinters, jumpers, throwers, there's very much a vibe around the team where we know what that feels like to lose that weight. That's not happening this year.
So that was really heartbreaking last year, especially considering all the scenarios. Someone could have thrown 1 centimeter further. I could have ran 1/100th of a second faster. Just little things like that all sort of culminated. But I think that, that hunger fuels a lot of us. And, we remember. And definitely we just want to go out there and give it our best. And especially, sometimes some of it came down to, just injuries and fatigue and things like that. So we're already getting prepared for, it's a grueling 2 days worth of events. We're already looking forward to what's our conditioning like, what are we putting in our bodies, because we don't want some of those things to happen again. So yeah, we really want to, we've got some good first years this year that are really going to help us out. We've got returners that are already making progress. I think we're really ready to go out there and give them a shot.
Our sprints group did carry us a good ways last year, but that same group is back. We did lose Thomas Jordan. Jeremy has stepped it up and has filled his shoes in ways of relays and open event scoring. And then we have some other new guys coming in. But as far as Gray and Tanner and JP, and then you add Jeremy in there, that is 4 strong in the sprints events, 1, 2, 4, and both relays that are going to be hard to match. There are some other good sprinters around the conference, but those will be dominant again as they were last year. We foresee that. And asking those guys to triple, to do all 3 sprint events, is a big ask when it's a 2-day track meet, when they have to do it on Friday and then do it again on Saturday if they qualify. That's a lot to ask of your sprinters, but with my guys, I don't have to ask it. They come to me and they want it. I can safely say that every guy and every girl on our team right now, they're out there for the right reasons. They want to be there. They're passionate about the sport. They have big goals, and they're working hard. And I'm very proud of this team. Although we're not terribly deep in numbers, we are terribly deep in talent and the heart that they all have, and the work ethic is just phenomenal.
We're a really close-knit group, the sprint group. Mainly, we're all best friends, so we really hold ourselves accountable and each other accountable. And as far as going out there and scoring points at conference, we just go out there and say, all right, let's just run fast and see what happens. We don't try to put too much pressure on, oh, let's do this or that, but we know what we're capable of. We know our abilities. We know our speed. It's kind of just going out there and doing it.
We've got a lot of jumpers that have come back stronger, and then some new guys in that are doing some really good things. Logan, he is just a few centimeters off of qualifying for indoor nationals as a freshman in the pole vault, which is unheard of. If you look at the national performance list right now, I think there's only 1 freshman in that top 20, and I truly expect him to hit that mark this weekend. So he should dominate in pole vault. But with our other guys, we are deep in the jumps. As far as high jump and triple jump and long jump are concerned. I don't want to overlook Dirk Gambrell either. He's a freshman hurdler. Dirk, his first indoor meet back in December, clipped a hurdle and broke his collarbone. He had surgery. He has since rehabbed, and he's back hurdling again and competing. He is one tough kid, one that I did not think I would see at all back this spring. But he's going to make some noise, not just on the conference stage, but I think on the national stage too once we get outdoors and he's doing the 400 hurdles. So, with those guys, the new guys, and so much is about maturity of the guys returning wiser and stronger and more willing to do more and work harder earlier, and they have done that. After the conference kind of debacle last year, they all shifted gears to next year, but what could they do better? And that started in June with summer training, and they've not let up. So it's exciting to watch what they're going to do. I want to speak about my distance guys too. We had some injuries last year and some things that went on, some illness and injuries to prevent us from doing what we could have done at conference. All of those guys are back this year, and we have some freshmen in that are doing some things too. But a Will Lovell, a Ben Camuel, those are guys to watch out for. I mean, Will was just a few seconds off of our indoor 5K school record a couple of weekends ago, and I truly expect that him and Ben may both rival to take that 5K outdoor school record down that Clinton Cahall holds, and he is the only center athlete to ever break 15 in the 5K. So if they are doing those things and running those kind of times, they're going to perform exceptionally well come conference time in the 5K, 10K, and even the middle distance events. So across the board, we're not, once again, terribly deep, but we're terribly talented up front. And it's going to be teams on both sides that are going to score more points than they did last year, and that should bode very well for our team standings.
Going into the end of fall, we actually had a meet in December, which is the first time we've done that as a team, at least since I've been here. And we really hit the ground with a lot of momentum, and I feel like we carried a lot of that through winter, and you can see we're starting out in the spring already breaking records indoor and hoping to carry that momentum outdoor. And for the distance team, I can really see that I think it's been easier on them not having that weird schedule where they're doing cross and country and track in the same season. So they've really showed up in numbers. They've been running really well. They seem really excited for the season. They've really been performing, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do this year too.
It's been really great, honestly. Everyone's been able to make a lot more progress a lot quicker, whereas last year, obviously, Kersey came right out of football season, actually got quarantined out of football season, and then turned around and had 3 weeks before conference to prepare. So it's really allowed everyone, we kind of had to put him through the fire last year. It's really allowed everyone to really slow down, and then Oliver and Tyler, obviously, this being their first year doing it, it's really allowed our coaches to slow down and work with everyone, take advantage of those like physical talents that they all bring to the throwing ring. Obviously, there's a lot of unknowns and a lot of new things, but if we perform and the arrow keeps pointing up the way it is so far, we're going to pick up some numbers there, and then everyone else just keep doing their thing like they did at the end of last year.
The throws is another strong area for us. Of course, Allen is the capstone of that as far as, just ability and talent and work ethic. He's worked so hard. He's come back for a 5th year. He's going this weekend to try to hit an indoor shot put national qualifying mark, but I know outdoor is his major focus. But we do have some new guys. And Will, he's just once again one of those guys that's matured, and he did well last year, but he's doing so much better right now indoor, which is indicative of what he's going to do outdoor. And then some new guys that are just learning technical things, but they're so strong and so athletic. The one thing I think we have over a lot of schools is very good coaches, very good technical coaches. The hammer throw, the discus throw, all of the throws are technical, but having a hammer coach who has done it before, who can teach it and teach it well and take athletic, strong young people and teach that to them, not a lot of programs have that. So we're very blessed to have coaches that have knowledge of the sport and know how to teach it well, and then also blessed to have athletes that are very willing to learn and are picking it up pretty quickly. So I am optimistic about that group. Truly, there's not really an area in outdoor track and field that we're going to be weak in, and that's a first because there's always areas. Every team has an area that they're not strong in. We're not going to be terribly deep in some areas, but we're going to be up at the top in most everything, and that's exciting.